gate pointed to a certain direction. Okay, so this gate is called, it's called the Kashmiri Gate. Now why it was called the Kashmiri Gate was because it pointed to the north, and the royal processions, when they left for Kashmir, they left under this gate. So it was Kashmiri Gate. Okay? It was the only one which has dual archways. None of the other gates have dual archways.
Which are the other gates? Delhi Gate.
So there is Delhi Gate, which towards the Delhi city. Then you have the Turkman Gate. Then you have the Lahori Gate. You have the Farashnama Gate. You have the Nigambodh Ghat Gate, and so on and so on. Mori Gate, Ajmeri Gate towards Ajmer.
So this wall at that time kind of continued. This is a part of the wall.
It goes that side. Okay, so this is outside the wall.
This is, we are outside the wall, and Delhi is there.
Delhi will be outside. So I'll show you part of the wall so you'll get an idea.
Beyond this door would be Delhi, right? Beyond this gate.
Yeah, beyond this gate.
All the old
When you go north from here, you go. So up to 1850, because this is where point goes towards Kashmir. Now Kashmiri Gate, there was nothing outside Kashmiri Gate before 1857 really. There used to be fishermen who used to fish in Yamuna. There used to be cameliers and
Yeah, because actually the Yamuna
mahouts
came washing up right till
there. I'll just
Red
show
Fort
you.
or beyond.
In the map. And there was nothing much activity here. It's only after 1857 that the British started setting up their magazines and their houses and okay? Before that, the only thing it was very, very famous for was the St. James Church, which was consecrated in 1836. It was the only church in New Delhi till 1930, 1925 or 30, when the church came, when the New Delhi was formed. Okay, till that time, Kashmiri Gate between 1857 and 1920s, Kashmiri Gate was a fashionable colonial area under the British. They made their residences here. So even if you see the structure of that, and if some of you have seen Chandni Chowk before, it's very different. The visual landscape is very, very different. When we walk down this road, you'll see wrought iron pillars, corrugated sheets, smaller windows, balconies, wooden, stuff like that, which in Chandni Chowk is not the inherent quality of structure. A lot of British residents into Chandni Chowk did create that kind of structure, but there is more dukaan niche makan upar. That is a typical tradesman's thing to do. You know, dukaan makan. It has to be like that. And dalans and haveli and inner courtyards and stuff like that. So here it's not the same. So a lot of them lived here. It was greener in character, broader. It's fascinating. See that in Daryaganj. Now, Kashmiri Gate on 14 September 1857 became a site of a battle. General Nicholson is coming in, the mutineers are on the other side. They're trying to repel them. They repelled them at first. They took shelter in St. James Church, and then they got reinforcements and they came back. It was a bloodied battle. It broke the back of the rebels, actually. There were three things which happened for which Kashmiri Gate is famous for. One, in 2004 it has been listed as a historically important site where General Nicholson won the war for British, the imperial conquest, which is interesting. Interesting kind of cataloguing which has happened. Second, they breached the walls and took Delhi on that particular day. It was the last huzzah of the British East India Company. Okay? After British East India Company managed to do this, the whole shift was, now they were no longer British East India Company, the age of the Raj.
Yeah, 1858, Act of 1858.
Act of 1857.
Well,
It was declared. The British East India Company is out. It belongs to the Crown, the colony. So that's what happened with Kashmiri Gate. Now Kashmiri Gate, now I said it's a semi-ruined relic. Okay, there is a story about a ghost here also, which is perpetrated by the English. That there used to be a lady dressed in white smoking a